Hi guys. So I was trying to see Facebook monitors my page, and sometimes they don't let me go on. So when I first did this, it just ended it. So yes, it's 10:40 at night. Yes, it's me again. I've been debating all day if I wanted to speak on the incident in Virginia because it's something I've been saying that we're not paying attention to hate crime. Not only are we not paying attention to it, we're not doing anything about it. So I need everybody to understand when I come on here is not like it's deep in my spirit, and I have to get it out. Like right now, my body is sore. I just came in from a 2 hour practice with my daughter, and I really just want to lay down, but I can't. I can't because after I watched the news and that wonderful president who everyone keeps calling a businessman and he's not, he's a clown in a circus, said that the incident in Virginia was both parties, he blames both parties. And then we have a young man at Towson who's organizing, um, I guess is a rally to basically condone what happened in Virginia. And then I just posted a picture of the child from Chick-fil-A. That was posted last year. You know, we're very much behind. And we are the only people that are not showing up. Listen to what I'm saying. We are not showing up. We're not making no demands. There's no reason in hell why it is illegal to be able to do this to us. We have been a target for decade after decade after decade. And if you don't understand that this is a state of emergency for black people, and it's not just the fact that it's going to be just black people to solve it. It's a human rights issue because it makes it unsafe for white people who don't feel that way. Because you have black people going to target them and harm them, and they don't feel that way. So that's what makes this issue just it's an emergency. You know, we are the ones very robotic. You know, I get it. We all have to survive, but you have to learn the structure of the system to know that we are the ones that keep moving it around. You know, we're giving money to these people to do this. Chick-fil-A said they promoted the child with the KKK outfit on because they had a record number of sales. When the gay people, when Chick-fil-A didn't like them, the gay people, you showed up. When are you going to show up? Everything that you're doing every day is feeding into a system that has been built from education. It shouldn't be okay for our kids to go to school and it's overcrowded. And while our kids are being killed, a lot of the parents at work, they're at work. So when they took away all of the after school programs and everything, we went to work. We went to work. And I'm not saying not to go to work. What I'm saying is living your life. You only get one life. You only get one life. And that's why we have to combine the old school with the new school because they had something we don't have. Like they had grace. They had faith. They had hope. We have none of that. We have phones and apps. Like we don't even go outside and really do anything with one another. Like the kids don't even know how to communicate. My daughter told me today that she wanted to do a protest with her friends. So, you know, she's grown up around this. She's been in the campaign offices and, you know, long hours. She knows how it goes. So I said, well, when you protest, you know, what are you doing? You know, and she said she was on Monument Street. You know, she's 13. If you know Daisy, everybody knows she just is out of this world. She's amazing. I love her, but some of the things she said just knocks me off my feet. So she said she want her friends to protest about the violence. I said, okay, so what about the violence? She said, because I said, was it affecting you? She said, yeah. I said, does it make you afraid? She said, yeah. I said, okay, well, that's that's good that you saying that, and it's understandable. I said, so do you feel like the parents judge you? Like, do you feel like the older people judge you? She said, yeah, that's how they act like that. I mean, and they say it just nonchalant like that. And I'm just looking, and mind you, I'm going through it with her, my attitude right now. But again, I'm patient with her because it is scary. I mean, who wants to be 13 years old growing up in a society where people are dying every day? Like she said, she's tired of scrolling up her page saying RIP. And a lot of kids have no hope. So we have to do something. It's not going to fix itself. It's not going to fix itself. And we have more strength, more capability, and more wisdom, more knowledge and creativity to do this. We just need to show up and have effective leadership. People are not going to steal the money and shut the recreation centers down. We're going to build. You know, when you go to other counties, and I pay attention to all this stuff, they are building infrastructure to have malls and different places for their children to have jobs and places to eat. And then you go to the other side of Baltimore and it's a disaster. They have taken the money that belongs to that area and gave it to their children. And the white power movement, as I said it before, is for the white child. It's to give the white child a great advantage over every race, especially the black race. It is documented that black women are the head of households. It's documented that black women have the highest level of education compared to all races. And yet we are the ones that are struggling the most. Now we get a lot of us getting older, we got to get our parents. It's hard. So for the people who do have the ability to help and have the resources, everybody's not out to steal the money. Like it's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to live like this. Nobody wants to live in a world where you wake up every day and people are dying. Who wants to live like this? When you know it's a poverty issue, when you can clearly see. How you tell me you go in an area where there's only liquor stores and hair stores and expect there not to be violence? How can a group of kids in a classroom with about 23 to 25 not be 3 grade levels behind when one, you keep changing the education system over the summer? That should take more time than that. You can't initiate projects like that and implement them and execute them over the summer. But again, we're not saying anything. We're not saying anything. We're not doing anything. You are a taxpayer. So for everybody who's going to work, you're a taxpayer. So that's what they're saying. They want to put their taxpaying dollars to what they want and to benefit their kids while they live on this earth. So we need to do the same thing. Because let me tell you something. I've been working for a long time, and I've invested a lot of money in this system, and I'm not giving 1 cent to it. If you owe me 5 cents, I want it, and I'm coming up to get it. Period. I'm not investing my money in people who I know are against us. I don't need my hair and my nails done every 2 weeks. Let me tell you why. Because you go to their neighborhood, they live a little different. And me, I have a problem with it. Like with Northeast Market. We still ain't showed up down there. They got every stand has a sign say they don't accept food stamps. Listen to what I'm saying. We built the market. We built the damn market. We filled up Northeast Market every day. They took our money on food stamps. And now they got enough money that they need to do what they want with John Hopkins, which that's just okay. And we just supposed to lay back. And again, our kids, they don't have education. We still barely have money to survive. But again, we paying into this system. So every time you get a check, you see tax taken out, what do you think that is? They're taking your money and getting over. They're taking your money and creating a system that strains Black households. This is not a coincidence that everybody's having a hard time at the same time. This was planned. And you can tell. You can tell. Have a voice. Nothing is going to change if nobody says anything. And everybody's saying, you're always saying something. Well, eventually I'm going to say something to the right person. And maybe it'll wake everybody up. This is not a role. I'm not going to say I don't enjoy it. I do enjoy it. It's very fulfilling. But I ran from this for over a year. I ran from this. I don't have time to get my hair done. I don't have time to get my nails done. Eyebrows waxed. And I had a coaching session about it, and it's just like, well, just make sure you're just presentable and comfortable, because I'm on a mission. I'm moving all the time. I got to make sure my grandmother's okay. I got to make sure my relationship's okay. I got to make sure that, my teenage daughter is not getting into anything. I have to make sure I'm okay. I have to make sure my business is going, both of them, with no money. And I listened to two young ladies a few years ago say it's possible that you can start a business with no money. And they watched their dad put so much sacrifice into his business, and they have that now to help them, but they watched them, and it's very much possible. So I just follow the path that's set for me. And all I'm saying is we deserve better. We deserve better, and we can do this. It's like your family. You have to find that place where we all can just get along for that moment to get the job done. Because it is money out there. I've done more research than you can imagine. My head hurts. It's not a statistic I cannot spit to you. It's not a conversation I'm not willing to have with anyone, including D. Trump. But I want to talk to Mike Pence. Because he's the one in the background really rowing all this up. When these rallies happen, they should be locked up. It should be a constitutional law, because you're targeting a group of people with the intent to hurt and harm them physically and systematically. It's flat out like that. So it's not like, oh, I'm waiting till tomorrow, or I'm gonna try one of them rallies next month. I don't know what to call it. Like, to be honest with you, I don't need to call it nothing. All I'm just saying is we need to show up, because I get it. When Freddie Gray died, I said it. I asked every organization that went there, when all these people come, what are you gonna do? And nobody had an answer. So no, I didn't participate in that. Because when people get together, you have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy. What are you going to do with all these people? So I'm here to let you know, as far as voices goes, when you come to something that we're doing, it is included in a whole big platform that we built over time, and we work on it and master it every day. So it's not something just thrown together. I've sacrificed my life, literally, because I believe in this, and I believe that we can do it. We got to start with the simple things first. We're so caught up on all the materialistic and all the fast-paced stuff is a setup. Technology was really built for two things: a distraction and an enhancement. It can enhance your business, your future, your career. It can, connect you with your family, or it can be a distraction. And unfortunately, for the majority of Black people, it's a distraction. It's a distraction, because realistically, you can't talk to 400 people a day. You got all these apps going, bing, 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 bing in your phone, and you're just like this, and you don't see anything else going on outside in the world. And everything that's going on here is really what matters, is on this phone. And I'm here to tell you, everything on this phone, you need to just kind of like put that down. I'm not saying get rid of your phone. Black Friday. I'm going to say it now. In August, nobody should be in line. It should be just that. Black Friday should be a ghost. I think everybody got plenty of electronics, clothes, shoes. I promise you, if you hold on to them, wait 2 or 3 years, it's going to come right back around. It should be just that Black Friday. It should be the sales of every goddamn store should drop. And it should be historical. That's the type of shit that we need to do. When Chick-fil-A decides that that's okay, we shouldn't be at Chick-fil-A. The Mexicans, when they had Prime, they had a whole day where they announced it on it. They didn't show up for work. And whatever they demanded, they got. So once all our problems go away, who you ain't complaining? Nobody. Because the money's there, but it's designed as all these barriers and blocks and that have been allowed to be placed in our way. If you notice, when you file an application for anything, whether it's for a job or volunteer, what else can I name? Anything. They ask you your race, your gender, and if you're disabled when you're a veteran. And due to some background pushing, they added the do not disclose. Because the information is really being used in a negative way. You know, you checking out the box, yeah, girl, I'm black. I'm a female. Check you don't know. Check you don't know. Because all of that information is being used just like where we are, what we doing. That locator on your phone, that's the chip. Remember, I'm not getting no chip in me. I'm not getting no chip in me. The phone, the locator, it's all a chip. They've been allowed to have airplanes that's watching us legally. Or whatever them things. I don't know. It's just too much ridiculous nonsense. And we have to focus on what really needs to be done. When it's okay for the president to say stuff like this, it shouldn't take all this. It shouldn't even take all this. And I don't react to the news because that's another circus. I posted up information about the television shows and how I want to cause a controversy, but the Jewish community owns a great deal of the networking on TV that is sexually explicit and violent, specifically for channels that black people watch. You might say, well, Tiana, how do they know that? Well, again, you done already told them they got your address in the DMV, and then you got your phone with your locator in there. And when you got apps, they asking you all your information. They gathering all of that together. So they know more about us than we think. And we are very, very much behind. So that's why I keep getting on here like this. Because we're very much behind. And I don't think it requires a passive tone. It doesn't require a passive tone. Because I've sat back and watched this passive tone and we sing in the street. It didn't do nothing. It didn't do nothing. Should nobody really be going to Chick-fil-A if you ask me. But I don't speak on that part. Because I can get, a little bit too much. Because, this really bothers me. I don't believe in 2017, as a 31-year-old black woman, I should wake up in a country and it's okay for groups of people to create ways to target people like me just because of our skin color. I don't agree with that. I've worked since I've been 14 years old. And like I tell anybody, whatever I can get, I'm going to go ahead and get it in this process. And it's been a hell of a process because I've lost everything I had just to restore myself into who I am today. And I make room for my blessings. So hopefully this breaks it down in the most simplest way. And again, if you don't understand, reach out to me. Like, if I can break it down in a different way, if I can do it in a different way, the goal is for everyone to get it, for everyone to just come to some common ground of what we're going to do. Like the statue. The statue needs to go. Like, it needs to go. It's promoting hate crime. When hate crime on black people is number one. The police department has shifted. Not even police anymore. They all white, but I ain't gonna say all of them. A lot of them are. I watched, they got a whole informant program that they're using all these black people. And all them cars and all the money Donald Trump gave them. They got the K9, they gave the K9 dogs new outfits. They got a lot of cars, tinted windows. Like, come on. We smarter than that. We smarter than this. This right here is stupid. This is stupid. I'm not chasing no dollar like this. I'm not chasing no dollar like this. I'm not doing it. Because when I sit back and add how much money I paid in a year for rent in certain areas, how much money, how much time that I've invested and volunteered into the community, it's not balancing out on what I'm getting back. So I had to create my own path. Excuse my language, to get my shit back. Because I'm going to get what I put into this system. I'm going to get it back. It is not even get ready to be uneven for me. So, because I do income taxes. And everybody know the amount of taxes taken out throughout the year and what you get in a refund is never the same. Yet again, something else that needs to be revised. This opioid addiction, we being punished for it when it's really a lot of the white kids. We can't even get decent health care. So again, we got health care, education, definitely banking. Bank of America is a gang, if I may say so myself. What else am I missing? Employment. Definitely. With the wages. So that's everything. So when you wake up and this whole genocide thing about us killing off each other is very real and it's very sad. It's sad because we feeding into it. You know, we feeding into it because we grinding. That's what everybody wants every day, a grind. And I get it. You got to grind with a purpose. I have a strategy, plan. You can't just get up and go because all you are doing a hamster wheel like this. You have to step back. No matter how bad it is, let those cookies crumble because you're going to be all right, and clear that up and create a plan that you can focus on. And believe me, the plan thing is going to happen. That's why you had B and C. And again, you focus because you don't know what you might learn, meet, get down the process. Because again, that comes with faith. That's something that this generation doesn't have. Because, and I get it, a lot of the churches ain't right. I'm sorry, I missed that, the churches. Sorry. They not right. But the reality of it is, for those of us who have made it, we know is nobody but him. Because some days I look back and I'm just like, I don't even know. But I did it. And every day I get up and I pray. Every day, every night, all day. Because this is real. This is real. Only time I come on here is when I really need to be heard like this. As far as I'm trying to drift away from all of this and get the outside moving. Get the kids to teach them all stuff we used to do outside. Get some business centers to help people learn how to, open up businesses, recreation centers, playgrounds. Like, that's the type of stuff my mind is on. So am I exhausted? And I talk to a lot of people my age. They're exhausted. We have no housing. A lot of people are homeless, including the youth. Come on. We can't even get no money so the youth homeless can be okay. Come on. Again, taxpayer. Where do you want your taxpaying dollars to go? Because people get around me tired of hearing me fuss. But I don't even care. I tell them they can go ahead. But when I go into the convenience store, I want customer service. I do. I do. Because the money that you getting in here, that's how your child go to college. Whatever car you have, whatever neighborhoods you live in. That's how it works. So if we had black-owned businesses and we put them in our community and let our money circulate, we will see a difference, because that's how it works. It's a science. It's a science. And then again, God has more power than all this ridiculous nonsense that's going on. That's how I live. That's why I'm a conqueror, and that's why I'm a warrior. That's it, and that's all. I've been through too much in 31 years. And I'm going to save my story for my website. So, again, I'm not saying you have to show up to nothing. I'm doing. But a lot of different people doing different things. And eventually the goal is to collaborate. So eventually you will see me, because the goal is to collaborate with everybody to show up. So, and we're going to demand that they build schools and demand that they tear down the jails. Do you know people can invest in the phone system in the jail? You know, they got technology in the jail. Again, that's why the technology is not good. If somebody is incarcerated and they can barely eat, why should they have any form of technology? That costs. It's millions and billions of dollars. But again, they piled up in there. They treating them like animals. And then when they released out on the street, they don't have nowhere to live. And then they say, well, they committed a crime again. What other path is out there? Whatever path is out there. Anything that is there to help, it's underfunded, or there's no money. It is money. They stole it. Get it back. We have to get it back. Again, taxpayer. So again, I have to go because my computers get ready to die, and I'm done. I'm done. Because I really don't feel like it should take all of this. I really don't feel. I feel like when we should be on it. We should already know what's going on. They already have the new Black Panther Party. You know, whatever needs to be done, it needs to be done now, because it's getting worse by the second. And all this stuff is documented, statistics. So we'll be outside Saturday at 3. And we'll have food again for the homeless. We have some clothes, free waters. If you're unable to attend, you can always donate. And we're having kids outside with some activities, trying to get some things together for them. And me and Mr. President will have a few words to say. So again, hopefully this helps and gives some sense of hope and restoration. Because I think we all do need to be restored of those positive things, because the world and everything we see